keep my faith. That I have to move, I have to carry myself in different ways. I can't be the old person I was. I can't react to certain situations like I used to. And also, I got different consequences from most people around me because of my past. So I could be held because of my past or things I've done in the past. So I gotta separate myself and keep myself on the right path by myself.
6:36 a.m. Pacific Time. Dispatchers can be heard discussing the event and stating that 5 bullets were fired in emergency recordings acquired by TMZ. They also show that the initial caller reported hearing gunshots and people screaming. 7:11 a.m. Pacific Time. In a recent video, Quavo can be heard asking, quote, "What does she need to do?" Quote, while on the phone with what is likely a 911 operator. A passerby who identified herself as a nurse and offered to assist Takeoff. Before I get started discussing the tremendous tragedy, please be sure to like and subscribe to the channel, the best place to find celebrity news and up-to-date information. Additionally, comment RIP for a chance to win a $100 Amazon gift card. Takeoff, one-third of the group Migos, was killed in a Houston shooting early November 1st, 2022, according to TMZ Hip Hop. Additionally, according to law enforcement officials and numerous witnesses, the tragic encounter happened just after 2:30 a.m. At that time, police received a call about a man who had been shot at a bowling alley in Houston. It was called 810 Billiards and Bowling. Takeoff was shot after it was said that he and Quavo were playing dice when a fight broke out and someone started firing. The shot landed neither in or close to his skull. At the scene, he was identified as deceased. Multiple news sources have obtained footage from the scene, and you can see Quavo in an orange shirt and others gathered around Takeoff. At first, they tried to move him, but then put him back down, and Quavo yelled for someone to get help. Police tell us 2 other people were shot and were taken to the hospital in private vehicles. We do not know their conditions. Quavo was not injured. Also, surprisingly, further research indicates that Quavo was arguing with J. Prince Jr. before the shooting occurred. For those that don't know who J. Prince Jr. is, he is a part of Mob Ties and is in the business of providing security for the Migos and other top musical artists. Additionally, J. Prince is seen walking past Quavo to the point of crying and tells him, quote, "F all that," and along the lines of, "He dead, it ain't worth it," end quote. Now, from what I said earlier, this is the man that is supposed to be providing security for the Migos, but instead gets in an argument with one of the members and shoots and kills the other. Now, before I move on, make sure to like and subscribe and leave a comment RIP for a chance to win a $100 Amazon gift card. Moving on, here are the clips of top artists and Quavo reacting to Takeoff's murder.
RIP Takeoff, bro. Shaking my head, man. Humble. That music syndicate won't show QC, all the family. We sending some prayers and love for y'all. All Takeoff family, Quavo, Offset, all y'all. That music syndicate won't, send their prayers out. This rap whack, bro. I ain't lying. We targets now, bro. We used to be heroes, Everybody want us out of here, bro. RIP Takeoff.
Hip hop is too young. Rest in peace to Takeoff. My condolence goes out to Takeoff family, Quavo, man, all my soldiers and soldier reps. Hip hop has turned to the new streets. We used to be in the streets trying to get into hip hop, which is crazy. When you walk out your house, tell your loved ones you love them, because you never know who might not come back. And no matter how old or young you are, it's crazy. I love y'all soldiers and salute to everybody. Let's save the next generation.
Providing everything we need as resources. He's received a few calls, just as I did, and he wanted to stand, so he'll be here to make a statement later if he wants, or definitely here to answer questions. So let me speak to the human element first before we do anything. I spoke to this young man's mother just an hour ago. Flew in here from out of town. I want everybody to understand the pain, the suffering of a mother. Very tough. And I told her, as we stand with any victim of violence or any homicide victim, their family, we stand with them in this city, in this police department, and everybody that's standing behind me. I want to thank our homicide unit under the direction of Commander Spears for doing great work time and time again. I'm going to speak briefly, and I'm going to turn it over to the investigator, homicide investigator Arrington. After he speaks, I'm going to get Commander Garcia to come up and translate in Spanish, and he'll go over some of the investigative parts. But let me speak to this just right. We understand and we know it. This morning at about approximately 2:34 a.m., officers received a call of a shooting in progress. Officers arrived there shortly thereafter. The location is a downtown location, the billiards bowling alley located at 1201 San Jacinto Street here in the downtown area. Once officers arrived, they came upon a male who was deceased. That male has been identified as Kersnick Ball, better known as Takeoff. He's a member of the Migos rap group out of Atlanta. And I want to pause again because sometimes the hip-hop community gets a bad name. And I know, and evident from this city and people who I have a personal relationship, a lot of great people in our hip-hop community. And I respect them. But back to Takeoff. I got many calls from Houston and outside of Houston, and everyone spoke of what a great young man this is, how peaceful he is, what a great artist. And I'm calling up on everybody, our hip-hop artists in Houston and around the nation. We got to police ourselves. It is so many talented individuals, men and women, in that community who, again, I love and I respect. And we all need to stand together and make sure nobody tears down that industry. And I'm calling to start here in Houston, here and possibly as early as next week. I want to meet with some of our artists and see how we can taper things down. Right now, I'm going to turn it over to the investigator, and we'll our commander translate, and the mayor is here for questions as well. But I want to pray ask that we all pray for his mother, his family, and all of his friends who are in deep pain and shock still right now. Thank you. Investigator, come on up.
Thank you again, Chief, and thank you all.